and kinetic energy, and where that takes us on our course of study is this is going to be the step that explains how different forms of energy are transformed from one to the other. And how that happens is if you have a change in your kinetic energy, a change in your potential energy, or kinetic changes to potential or potential changes to kinetic, the only way that can happen is by work. So if we have any change in energy, that is going to be done by work. What's the definition of work? The ability. So you apply a force to move something. So how would that apply to potential energy? If I have, this is yours, I'm sorry, I was just going to hold it, I wasn't going to drink it. So this is good, I don't think she minds. So if I'm holding this here, you know we could calculate the potential energy. We would mass this, we would calculate the height it is from the ground. If I moved it down, does it have more or less potential? Less because it is lower to the ground. But what did I have to do to make it have less?
Move it.
I had to do work. I had to move it down, so I applied this force to move it over a distance. Same thing would go for something moving. Can you tell me how, if I have two cars going the same speed? No, don't do that. Tell me if I have two cars and I have a big car and a small car, a very large, massive 18-wheeler, and I have a very small Volkswagen Prius. Okay, very good. All right, so I have these two cars. Could I make the Prius have more kinetic energy if they're moving? Make it go faster, right. So if I've got something really massive, but it's moving slowly, it's going to have less kinetic energy. So I have my 18-wheeler, and it's moving slowly, and I speed it up. How did I speed it up? With work. So I accelerated it a bigger distance over a shorter period of time, and I made it have more kinetic energy. All right, so now we're going to practice the problems that prove this, because then we're going to the lab to do a lab that demonstrates it tomorrow.